Hello everyone, welcome to my bold and the beautiful news channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers uncover that Steffy Forrester might understand she really wants an answer for her Brooke Logan issue. In spite of the fact that Steffy vowed not to play Cupid for her folks, she's now wavering on the edge of matchmaking as of now. Steffy accepts Edge Forrester and Taylor Hayes will partake in a cheerful get-together sometime. Notwithstanding Steffy's endeavor to make a stride back and allow that to occur, she plainly believes it's taking excessively lengthy. Steffy maintains that Taylor should stay close by Los Angeles, yet she's voiced worries about the cost it could take on her mother. Taylor clearly still loves Edge, so seeing him be a couple with Brooke must be intense. Obviously, Steffy hasn't caught wind of Taylor's messed up heart condition presently, however she might be acquired the circle soon. When that occurs, Steffy could conclude she needs to complete some authentic matchmaking endeavors, all things considered. Regardless, Steffy could do without the way that Brooke is continuously staying nearby Edge and disrupting everything. Edge has been investing more energy with Taylor recently, however B&B fans know it's insufficient in Steffy's eyes. It's not difficult to envision Steffy settling en route to take out Brooke as an impediment, long enough for Edge and Taylor to recollect what they used to share. Brooke's room has been a crushing accomplishment for Forrester manifestations, so imagine a scenario in which Steffy utilizes that for her potential benefit. Maybe Steffy could send Brooke away on some excursion connected with the line. Edge would ordinarily go with Brooke, however perhaps Steffy could concoct some rationalization for him to remain behind. It very well may be basically as straightforward as Steffy planning a significant gathering that Edge can't miss and contending that Brooke needs to fly performance. From that point, Steffy could give her all to ensure Edge and Taylor have a lot of alone time. While Brooke is someplace far away like Italy, France, or even Monaco once more, Edge could be in the middle of warming things up with Taylor back in LA. How about Steffy resort to parent catching, all things considered? Might Steffy at any point send Brooke away on business without anyone else and ensure Edge gushes just on Taylor? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffy could have a couple of stunts at her disposal, so we'll bring you reports on any terrible news for Brooke and expectations on all the control. The bold and the beautiful spoilers uncover that Trust Logan and Carter Walton could have a magnificent future together on the off chance that they can vanquish the obstructions. Each 2 or 3 gets tried, so Carter and Trust should demonstrate they have the stuff to have an enduring sentiment. The main test is now springing up through this entire Liam Spencer and Beth Spencer circumstance at the workplace. At the point when Carter strolled in on Trust, Liam, and Beth's family time, it left him wriggling. Carter got a Goliath update that Trust would constantly have this nuclear family, so that is something he'll need to acknowledge whether he will accompany her. Trust will always be connected to Liam through Beth, so might Carter at any point deal with that. Despite the fact that it seems to be Trust will hold fast against a heartfelt get-together, her set of experiences with Liam will continuously be an element. It's something B&B could return again to at whatever point they need to cause a ruckus with some duping enticement not too far off. Be that as it may, Trust isn't the only one with an ex who could bring on some issues. Carter had an exceptional association with Quinn Fuller and, surprisingly, left Paris Buckingham at the special step area for her. In the event that Quinn had been able to completely focus on sharing a coexistence, Carter would presumably still accompany her at this moment. That is the reason getting Quinn back the image sooner or later may be brilliant. Obviously, Rena Sofer appears to be content playing Lois Cirillo on Broad Emergency Clinic for now. However, there's dependably an opportunity she could repeat her job as Quinn Fuller sometime in the future. All things considered, the show's demonstrated that they won't hesitate to rework significant characters subsequent to resting them off-screen for some time, particularly on the off chance that they can get a major cleanser name. Rebecca Budig's presentation as a Taylor Hayes recast was the ideal model. It's not difficult to envision B&B reevaluating Quinn Fuller in the long run as well. Quinn could get back to Los Angeles determined to rejoin with Carter and demand there intended to be all things considered. On the off chance that Quinn reemerged Carter's life and needed him back, could he drop trust like a hot potato? Could Carter remain faithful to trust all things considered and demand Quinn ought to continue on? Regardless, Quinn was a captivating person who's most certainly been missed, so perhaps she could stir up the material in some structure eventually. Could you acknowledge a Quinn recast? Is it true or not that you are excessively appended to Rena Sofer's form to consider another person in the job, or could you uphold another entertainer? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say trust and Carter's sentiment will definitely accompany some interesting news and troubles, so we'll bring you reports on their future and expectations on any obstacles. The first challenge is already popping up through this whole Liam Spencer and Beth Spencer situation at the office. When Carter walked in on Hope, Liam, and Beth's family time, it left him squirming. Carter got a giant reminder that Hope would always have this family unit, so that's something he'll have to accept if he's going to be with her. Hope will forever be linked to Liam through Beth, so can Carter handle that? Although it looks like Hope will stand her ground against a romantic reunion, her history with Liam will always be a factor. It's something B&B could circle back to whenever they need to shake things up with some cheating temptation down the road. However, Hope isn't the only one with an ex who could cause problems. Carter had a special connection with Quinn Fuller and even left Paris Buckingham at the altar for her. If Quinn had been willing to fully commit to sharing a life together, Carter would probably still be with her right now. That's why it might be smart to bring Quinn back in the picture at some point. Of course, Rena Sofer seems content playing Lois Cirillo on General Hospital for the time being, but there's always a chance she might reprise her role as Quinn Fuller someday. That said, the show's proven that they aren't afraid to recast important characters after resting them off-screen for a while, especially if they can get a big soap name. Rebecca Budig's debut as a Taylor Hayes recast was the perfect example. It's easy to imagine B&B recasting Quinn Fuller eventually, too. Quinn might return to Los Angeles on a mission to reunite with Carter and insist they're meant to be after all. If Quinn re-entered Carter's life and wanted him back, would he trap Hope like a hot potato? Would Carter stay loyal to Hope instead and insist Quinn should move on? Whatever the case, Quinn was a fascinating character who's definitely been missed, so maybe she could shake up the canvas in some form sooner or later. Would you accept the Quinn recast? Are you too attached to Rena Sofer's version to consider someone else in the role, or would you support another actress? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Hope and Carter's romance will inevitably come with some tricky news and difficulties, so we'll bring you updates on their future and predictions on any hurdles. On the off chance that Quinn reemerged Carter's life and needed him back, could he drop trust like a hot potato? Could Carter remain faithful to trust all things considered and demand Quinn ought to continue on? Regardless, Quinn was a captivating person who's most certainly been missed, so perhaps she could stir up the material in some structure eventually. Could you acknowledge a Quinn recast? Is it true or not that you are excessively appended to Rena Sofer's form to consider another person in the job, or could you uphold another entertainer? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say trust and Carter's sentiment will definitely accompany some interesting news and troubles, so we'll bring you reports on their future and expectations on any obstacles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.